Hi, how YouTube changed my life as an over 40 YouTuber. I'm 41, I'm going to be 42 pretty soon. And yes, YouTube has changed my life because I was thinking this chapter of my life, my 40s, what am I going to do in my 40s? What new things can I learn? And how can I also improve my communication skills? And that's where YouTube comes along. I must say that when I started YouTube, I thought, am I too old to have a YouTube channel? I did think that. And I couldn't have been more wrong because YouTube is a platform for people of all ages. And so many people have so many things that they want to share with the world, but they may think, oh, but who's going to listen to me? And the truth is, you can find your tribe, you can find your community on YouTube, you can find like-minded individuals. Now, I didn't grow up in a time where social media existed, that's all the things that I had to learn, like social media. I didn't grow up in a time where we were in high school and had cell phones. No, that didn't happen. So this idea of having a platform where you could actually speak and engage, right, online, you can write your thoughts in the comment section, you can film your thoughts, and that can be watched by potentially thousands, if not millions of people from around the world. This is a concept that has become so amazing to me because all I knew growing up was the mainstream media, TV, newspapers, etc. To think that you could have a platform and actually engage in this way is just so phenomenal. It truly is. To think that a platform like YouTube, it's free, right? You just have to have something to record your video. Like I'm using my phone right now. I've always used my phone. And then film yourself and then upload your video and then see what happens. Now, I'm 41, like I said, and I love learning. I've always loved learning. But sometimes I'm a bit apprehensive, especially when it comes to things that seem to be out of my norm, right? So when it comes to technical things like things on YouTube, I sometimes can feel like, oh, I don't want to actually delve into that because maybe I won't be able to do it. But what YouTube has taught me is that you learn as you go along, and don't feel like this is out of your depth, because anyone has a potential to learn something new. It does take time and it does take patience, but you can get there. So on this channel, I have 7 subscribers, and I'm grateful to you, my 7 subscribers. And this is how you start building a community. It starts slow because YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. And YouTube has taught me to really be patient, because if I do something today, I want to see a result tomorrow. But that does not happen with YouTube. And I've learned to accept it. Okay, maybe I'm still learning to accept it, because sometimes we can be so impatient with life, with new things, with new chapters of our lives. But patience is key to so much of our lives. YouTube definitely does boost your confidence because you are visible to so many people. You are improving the way you talk on camera. You're learning how to present yourself. Actually, you're learning to not be in presenter mode, but you're rather learning how to be comfortable, because eventually you are connecting with another human being. So it's not like we are robots talking to each other. No, we are humans engaging with each other. And that human part of YouTube, the you in YouTube, is so important, because I think many times we can forget that the point of this platform is to connect with other people, that it is to share information, share ideas. And I've personally learned so much from watching videos on YouTube about, for example, how to excel at interviews, or, how to understand social media, etc. I've learned a great deal on YouTube. And I think that, yes, social media has its pros and cons, but there's also a wealth of information on this platform. And this wealth of information on YouTube is free to access. So yes, you have your universities, and they are fantastic. I've been to university. I enjoyed my time there. But I think YouTube is so fascinating because you can learn so much. When you're listening to someone's podcast, for me, it reminds me of listening to a lecture, because the wealth of knowledge is there, because these people may have been in their business for a number of years and now they're sharing their business knowledge with you. Or you may be watching a video on homeschooling and you're learning about that. So it's just a different medium in which we are learning. And I find that fascinating. YouTube has also taught me that I can have the best plans in the world, but sometimes they may go awry. Because I'm a planner by nature, but right now I can hear many different sounds, and I'm wondering if this is going to pick up in this video. And yes, sometimes you can get really perturbed by it when things go off. But you also just keep going. You keep going and you try to find the humor in it, though you may not see it at first, because it can also be very, very frustrating. It really, really can. YouTube has taught me that, yes, have your goals in mind. Yes, have those milestones. Have all those things, plan for it. But don't become so trapped by it that you don't actually have fun along the way. Don't feel so pressurized to meet those targets in specific time frames, because you just lose the fun out of the whole process of being a YouTuber and creating content. It is nice to know that as I move closer to retirement age, which is just still something that I have to wrap my head around, that YouTube can be a great option of earning income on this platform, through AdSense, through brand sponsorships, etc. And it's good to be able to have that as a possibility. And I think many people that are over 40 are now seeing it, that, when you're over 40, YouTube can be an option for you to delve into for your creativity, but you can also make some money off this platform. And also understanding that AdSense doesn't actually pay that much, but rather to look at other options out there like digital products, etc. YouTube has also made me realize that I can be brave enough to step out of my comfort zone, to be visible on camera, to be potentially seen to so many people. And once you step out of your comfort zone, you're then able to step out of your comfort zone more often, because many times the fear of doing something really makes us hold back. But once we diminish that fear, we're able to tackle other things that made us afraid as well. I love that with YouTube, people help each other. Like when you want to learn something new, people help in the comment section. People help by actually sharing videos about, for example, if you want to fix a car and you're a beginner and you have no idea where to start, you can find a video about that. And knowing that you have a platform where you can help each other, I think that's lovely, because, right now, sometimes we crave for communities, but we may not have physical communities. But YouTube provides a platform where you can have an online community. And yes, there are trolls. Yes, you can have negative people who say terrible things. But I always say hurt people hurt people. The majority of people who comment on YouTube actually good-hearted. You'll often see nice positive comments, encouraging comments. And it's lovely to see human beings be their best selves, really. It's sweet and thoughtful, and it's good to have that kind of energy in the world. So YouTube has also changed my life because it's made me analyze my own age stereotypes about people who are my age as well as people who are older than me. Because I know there's a gamer and she's in her 80s and she's a YouTuber, and that's brilliant. That is amazing to know that people don't let anything stop them from doing the things that they love has really shifted my mindset. That yes, when we are getting older, we can sometimes feel sad about it. Let's be honest. Like sometimes we can feel sad about letting go of our youth, but it doesn't mean to say that other wonderful things are not going to actually happen to us. Sometimes the best times of our lives may just be right around the corner. We don't know that yet. So what I've learned is that we should continue to inject the passion, the creativity, the fun elements into the things that we love, or even into things that we previously thought we couldn't do, like this YouTube channel. So it's made me realize don't have limitations when it comes to my age, when it comes to what we can be capable of doing. So let me know in the comments, how has YouTube changed your life? Are you thinking of starting a channel? Have you started already? What has your journey been like? Because that's also the other amazing thing about YouTube. Everybody's journey on this platform is so different, It's absolutely different. And for me, I just used to feel anxious about filming a video, publishing a video, putting it out there, because it felt like, gosh, really, am I actually doing this? Am I actually putting myself out there to be possibly critiqued, etc.? And then it happens, and then you just move on to the next video. Your doubts will surface from time to time, yes, for sure. But with most things in life, once you start doing something, it does become easier. And I'm not saying that this YouTube journey hasn't left me feeling frustrated at times. It definitely has. You'll have moments of uncertainty. You'll have moments where you think if it's worth it. You'll have moments where you think, oh, can I be doing something better with my time? It's all there. And it's all part of parcel of your YouTube journey. So yes, YouTube has definitely changed my life. It's made me be more confident on camera. It's made me learn how to research better. It's made me tap into my creativity. And it's been fun. And it's also been very stressful at times. So do watch this video, which I think is a lovely video about how to talk on camera. Camera confidence. Now, does the thought of being on camera scare you? I know the feeling, because it is scary, isn't it? Like, we know that we can get better over time, but especially when you're starting out, it can be really daunting to know that you are going to be watched and to film yourself. It's bizarre. It's weird. It's weird to film yourself, right? I mean, I'm not even using an actual camera. I'm using my phone. I've always used my phone. But it still takes time to get used to this. It really does. So you know how they say, well, practice makes perfect, but I don't like the word perfect. So I'm going to say practice makes it better, because if you're starting out, right, and you are, for example, using your phone to film like I am, then have a few test runs with your phone. You don't have to publish the video. You can just look back and see how you actually were when you were filming yourself. How did the video come out? What do you think you can improve, etc.? And remember that we are all improving with every single video that we create. We are all improving our presence on camera with every single video as well. The learning doesn't end. And you will see, from your first video to even your fifth video, how you've improved on camera, because you grow your confidence. The more videos that you actually create, your confidence increases because you can look back and think, okay, I can improve this part when I talk, I can improve this part when I talk. Maybe, I actually am a person that smiles a lot, but when I was starting off, I wasn't smiling that much in my videos. I was being so rigid. And I realized, you know what? I love smiling. This is part of who I really am. I am a very bubbly person and I love smiling. So why aren't I sharing that? Why aren't I sharing such a key part of who I am? And also realize that to be on camera, you don't have to be a specific type of person either. If you're a person that's an introvert, you can be an introvert on camera. You don't have to act and be somebody that you're not, because you will find your tribe, your community. You will probably find other introverts who really resonate with what you are trying to talk about, what you're trying to teach, or if you're trying to entertain them. So embrace your unique perspective. There is no other person like you. And I will always say this. Sometimes we think, well, YouTube is so saturated. Why would I want to put myself in a video, talk on camera when other people are saying the same thing that I want to talk about? No, there's nobody else like you in the whole world. So even though you may have a similar message to me, perhaps, but the thing is, the way you say it can be so different. So your perspective is unique. Even the way you talk is unique. There's nobody else in the world that talks exactly like you. So embrace that. Understand that is powerful, isn't it? So enjoy that you have your own voice and use that voice, use it. And don't think that you have to also look perfect to be on camera. Sometimes our biggest critics are ourselves. We think that, oh, I'm not going to start my YouTube channel, or I'm not going to post another video because things aren't perfect. I don't have the perfect background. I don't have the perfect hairstyle. I don't have the perfect clothes. If you keep waiting for perfection, you are delaying your own progress. You truly are. So get out of your own way. Get out of the mindset that things have to be perfect, because a great deal of things, even when it comes to speaking on camera and being confident, is our mindset. When we come from a mindset of, I can't do this. This is too difficult. I filmed the video. I'm terrible. I saw myself in the video. Oh, what is the point? Rather think about it this way. If you were telling a friend and encouraging a friend, what would you say to your friend? Wouldn't you say, look, there's room for improvement in these aspects, but with time, you will progress, you will get there. Great job on actually putting yourself out there, on actually stepping out of your comfort zone. So really, how we talk to ourselves is such a huge part of our journey on YouTube. If you feel more confident having a script, definitely have a script, but don't overly rely on it. Like, don't feel like you have to say every single word as is. And if you change one word of the script, that's the end of. No, whether you want to have a few bullets on your script, great. If you want to have a more in-depth script, that's also great. Play around with these different variations of scripts. See what works for you. You can even have your script on your phone, perhaps, and then you can put your phone to the side, and then it's out of shot when you're filming, and then you can refer to your phone when you actually are speaking. So you can do things in bits, like the first 2 minutes, I could film that, take a bit of a break, then film the next. So you don't have to film everything in one go. Look directly into the lens. So I have a phone, I'm looking directly into the lens. And for ages, I was not doing this. I kept looking at all the wrong races, and you think it's so obvious, like look at the lens. For me, it's a little green light. Look at it. But I was not doing this. And when you don't do this, it looks weird, because then when your audience is watching it, it doesn't feel like you actually engaging with them, because when you look at the lens, it feels like you are talking to your audience. So even when you are alone in your room, like I am right now, imagine that you're talking to a friend. Imagine that you're talking to a family member. When I first started with YouTube, I was very, very like rigid. Like I was so nervous that I couldn't just be myself. I couldn't just truly enjoy it because I don't think I was as conversational as I really am. But like with most things in life, time helps, right? Improving every video helps. And don't think that you have to be a master at being on camera within a few months. No, absolutely not. It takes time. Everybody's journey is different, right? Use your hands and facial expressions. For a long time, I wasn't using my hands as often as I do. Now, I'm a very animated speaker. People have said this about me. I'm very animated. And in my videos, though, I wasn't actually using my hands. I don't know. I think maybe I was nervous. But use your hands, use your facial expressions. Don't act, don't perform. Be yourself, be real. But if you have quirks, show us your quirks. Be you. Because, like I always said, there's no other you but you. So be yourself on camera. Don't feel like you have to hide this part of who you are. No. Use your hands, use your facial expressions. Now you may think, oh, but I don't actually use many facial expressions. I don't actually really use my hands. That's fine too. You do what feels comfortable to you, what feels authentically true to you. Slow down and breathe. And this is the tip that I have to remind myself about, because sometimes when I get really excited, I go fast. I talk really fast too. But I have to think, okay, you know what? I can still get my message across without having to talk so fast. And sometimes when you just slow down and breathe, it can relax you even more. So slow down and breathe. Get comfortable with your equipment. And I'm saying this to myself as well. Make no mistake about that, because I always feel like I'm not a tech person. I always feel like, whoa, this goes over my head a bit. But you know what? I can't keep having that mindset. If somebody else can learn about tech and lighting and how to film, etc., so can I. And so can you. So sometimes we really put limitations on ourselves. So get familiar with the equipment that you are using, whether it's your mic, whether it's your phone to film, whether it's your camera, whether it's lighting, etc. Get familiar with it, because when we feel like it's so foreign to us, then we feel intimidated by it, don't we? But when we feel like, oh, I understand how this works, then we become confident when we actually use the equipment. So maybe, you are talking about topics or videos that don't actually resonate with you. So when you are filming these topics, your energy may be so low because you aren't really interested in these topics yourself. So maybe choose topics that really resonate with you, that you really love, that you're passionate about, because this will come across to your audience. And it'll actually make it easier, because when you love something or when you're so interested in it, it's easier to talk about it, isn't it? When you aren't that interested in something, it's far harder to talk about it and to share about, even the topic, because you're not even that interested in it. And your lack of interest can be seen by the person that's watching your video. Because passion shines through when you're interested in something. And I'm not saying you have to be like over the top passion. No, you could be somebody who's an introvert, but your passion still shines through. And that's what makes your content more engaging. And it becomes more valuable to the viewer when they can really understand what you are talking about, when you can break it down in detail, when you can really explore the different nuances of a topic, etc., because you know it so well or you're learning about it. And that gets communicated to the person who's watching your content. The tip that I hope will resonate the most with you is have fun. Have absolute fun when you are filming yourself on camera, when you are learning about how to film yourself on camera. Have fun with it. The thing is, we can put so much pressure on ourselves to be just perfect, to make no mistakes. But the truth is, on this platform, as a YouTuber, you will make mistakes. It is completely normal to make mistakes. But why not have fun? You're putting in this effort, you're putting in your heart and soul into your YouTube channel. Have fun with it. Have fun creating, because when you have fun, then it brings out your best self. And when you bring out your best self, that is seen by the person that's watching you. So enjoy it. Enjoy it. And I'm not saying it's all fun and games. Please don't get me wrong. YouTube can be incredibly hard as well. But don't make it all doom and gloom. Have fun with it as well. And be sure to watch this video, which talks about easy mode on YouTube, how to make it easier to actually create videos. Sometimes we can spend so much time overthinking our videos, but there's an easy way to do it. So watch this video and find out.